Today I'm going to be creating new Mega Pokemon in 5 minutes. So the idea here is just to create a new concept, try to make something nice. I really do suck at drawing, honestly. So I'm going to try to put together something, probably get creative and make a nice visual representation of the concept I have. But I only have 5 minutes to come up with this. And you're probably wondering, how are you going to decide what Pokemon to do? Well, I'm going to spin a wheel of every single Pokemon, random. So I will have no idea what Pokemon I'm doing. So it's not like I just came up with these concepts like beforehand. Nope, it's gonna be completely random. And yeah, let's go ahead and spin that wheel and see what the first of. I think we'll do three Pokemon. So first of three new Mega Pokemon I'm gonna be making today, guys. So here we are. Here's the wheel with every single Pokemon. Ignore the Scatterbug result. I was just testing out the wheel. Thank God we didn't have to do that for a Mega, but let's get into this. And yeah, speaking of that, Scatterbug obviously is the first stage. We're not going to do a Mega Scatterbug. It's not like there's a Mega Squirtle or anything. So basically, what we're going to do is just do the final evolution. So Scatterbug here, I would have done Mega Vivleon if we landed on that. But let's spin this wheel, baby. Let's see what the first new Mega Pokemon is going to be. Ooh, Luxray. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be fun. I just had one of like a concept of a Mega Luxray in my short that I uploaded yesterday night, so I'm really excited to do this one. So yeah, let's get straight into it. All right, so for Mega Luxray, for some reason the first thing that came to mind was adding extra tails, so that's what I got to work on. See, cropping up the tails. I really just want it to look like the electricity was kind of taking over it, kind of give it a more, I guess, electrified type of look. So yeah, I thought the tails looked solid. You can see I had to actually end up adding a third one. You guys will see at the end. But from there, I was just kind of thinking, okay, what else can I add? Because with this little amount of time, it's kind of hard to add like real cool details and add a bunch of different stuff, change colors. Like I can't really do that in 5 minutes. So I'm like, okay, um, let me just add a star on his head. That was what I had thought of for some reason. Again, I don't really know how I came up with these. I was just kind of letting my mind go through different ideas, and I came up with these. I think it actually ended up turning out pretty well. This one, I tried obviously to make the Photoshop as good as possible, but it's I'm in a rush, so it's not perfect. But yeah, so far I actually thought it looked solid. From there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it just like yellow eyeballs again, just trying to give it the vibe of like the electricity taking over, like an electrical like surge or something. I don't know, something like that. Um, and yeah, so I was just messing with that, making sure I got it to look decent at least. Again, you can't get stuff perfect. I mean, you have 5 minutes. That's the challenge. So just trying my best to make it look decent. Um, but yeah, I mean, this challenge in general, I thought would be really fun just because of the amount of time you have. You have to try your best to make some design on the spot, no time to think or anything like that. And yeah, so there you go. There's the eye. I mean, I know it's obvious, it's just cotton colored over it, but yeah, it really doesn't look too bad, honestly. This one wasn't bad. And from there, I was just kind of like, okay, what else? What else? Again, the mind's racing, of course. Um, but I decided, okay, let's add the third tail, like I said earlier. I decided to add that third tail, and I actually think it looks really cool with the three tails. Um, I think adding a third tail was actually a good call. And yeah, from there, just kind of lingered around, and you'll see at the end, I just decided to add some black dots on the tail stars. And yeah, that was it. So that's Mega Luxray drawn in 5 minutes. I think it looks solid. I actually was not mad at all with the design. Obviously, yes, I'm not an artist, but for me, not too shabby. So yeah, not too mad about it. Think it looks decent. Alright, guys, let's spin the wheel to see who the second Mega Evolution I'm going to be making is going to be. I hope you guys thought the Luxury was decent. It wasn't much change, but I think I did decent for the time I had. Hopefully, you guys see the vision. But, ooh, Diancie. Well, Diancie already has a Mega, so we're going to respin that. But yeah, I'm curious to see what we get here. Luxury was a really cool one. And we got Espeon. Oh my goodness, this is going to be very fun. We're getting some good options here. Let's get into it. Alright, so for Espeon, I immediately got to work on just adding some extra beads. I don't know why that was the first thing that came to my mind. I just feel like that's something Pokemon would do. And yeah, I was kind of struggling because the Photoshop looked really bad. It just looked like a big square added on there, but it ended up looking alright, I guess. Looks a little off, but yeah, after adding that, um, I mean, I was initially gonna try to add an extra tail, or at least I thought about it, but I didn't do it. Instead, I went for the third eye thing, which I think could be really cool if executed correctly, but as you guys can see, I mean, it was a mess. I was trying all types of things to make it look more natural or normal. Um, but ultimately, yeah, it wasn't great to say the least. But eventually, I just had to settle on something because I was just wasting so much time. You can see still messing with it, like turning it around, twisting it around, and trying to crop it more just to make it look more natural. I eventually just ended up putting it up there and hoping it looked all right, which it really doesn't, but whatever. And from there, I was really just like, okay, I feel like this is kind of ruined at this point, but why not? I'll add more beads, I guess. And yeah, that's about it. It looks like Espeon basically has chicken pox, which definitely not what I was going for, to say the least. Yeah, but overall, it sucks 'cause I actually thought I could do decent with this one, but ultimately it didn't end up working out very well. And yeah, at the end, I just tried to add whiskers. Oh gosh, man, this one was rough. Yeah. I tried to add whiskers like that were the color of the little ear tufts, I guess you would call it. And honestly, that probably made it look worse. And yeah, that was about it for me. Yeah, pretty big L. As you guys can tell, still had some time on the timer. There's no point in even trying anything. Um, but yeah. All right, guys. Hopefully, you guys saw the vision with the Espeon a little, because that was really bad. I actually landed on Calyrex before this, and by the way, I accidentally spammed it. I didn't do Silicobra. But I did land on Calyrex, but I forgot to screen record, so you guys aren't gonna see that one. It wasn't anything too crazy, although the concept I thought was pretty nice. But so yeah, we're gonna have to respin for a third one. And who do we got? Kabutops. Oof, this one's gonna be fun, man. I got three bangers, honestly. Yeah, let's get into Mega Kabutops. All right, so for Mega Kabutops, this was kind of tough actually. I started off by just kind of daydreaming ideas like, okay, what can I add to him that isn't, something I have to draw? And so I actually started off by wanting to add a horn to him. I don't know what I was initially attempting, that looked terrible, but I was able to just use his ear as like a horn, kind of cropped it into a horn, and it looks solid. You guys will see. Um, but from there, I was kind of like, okay, what else can I add to this guy? Because yeah, I really didn't have much of an idea of what I wanted to do with this. I feel like out of the three designs, this was the one I was like most kind of like, I guess, lost with. I was like, okay, what do I do here? Even though, the Aspeon didn't turn out well, even though I did have an idea. But, um, so yeah, from there, I was like, okay, I'm screwed. I'm just gonna give him like four arms. It's a little, I guess, basic or cliche or whatever, but it actually ends up looking really solid in my opinion. So I'm actually happy I did it. And the Photoshop job actually looks really solid, so pretty surprising, but yeah. Um, I didn't know how to mirror images. I swear I've done it on here before, but yeah, didn't do it there, but just fixed it there, and then yeah, there he is with the forearms. Actually looks pretty sick. Um, I think it looks like a mega that could possibly be made. Pokemon likes to just add extra limbs and leave it at that, so you never know, but yeah. Again, I just really didn't know what else to add. I was kind of like, okay, maybe some teeth would look cool, but yeah, that looked terrible. So I zoomed in, tried to lock in and to give him some like fangs, I guess, some bug pincers. I don't know what you call them. But yeah, got that one down, looked pretty solid. And then I I was like, okay, I can't flip this, so I had to draw another one, which always worries me because the scaling might look off. I had to try a couple times, but you guys will see it doesn't end up looking terribly off, I guess. I mean, it's smaller, but whatever. Just say that's part of the design. Um, and then yeah, with just like 30 seconds to go, um, just colored these teeth in here or whatever you want to call them. And yeah, I actually end up adding some little red eyes, which you don't need to count them since they technically happen after the timer, even though the timer is a little delayed here. But yeah, added those red eyes, and that was it for Mega Kabutops. I don't think it was terrible overall, and yeah, not too shabby, I guess, but I do think Luxury's slightly better. Hey guys, well that's gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. 3 new Mega Pokemon forms drawn in 5 minutes or less. Yeah, it didn't go too well, I don't think. I just tried to add as much new stuff as possible in the time I was given. Comment down below which one's your favorite, I guess, and do you guys actually see the vision? Maybe if anyone watching this is a real artist who actually has time, maybe if one of you guys wants to draw one of these concepts, actually make it look good, hey, let me know. That would be awesome. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and I might upload some similar stuff soon. So yeah, and appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you.